When I inspect them, have to be marked seatbelt mount points within 50 millimetres of seatbelt mount points. Interior structure has to be checked. With this one, it's been welded through here. Same on that side. And also down here. So this one's a repair circle. Which is one. Every seatbelt mount point on the outside of the car. So lower retractor, and if it's got them uppers. This one hasn't got uppers.
You understand seatbelt point? Where the bolt.
Yeah, where the seatbelt hangs onto the structure of the car. So in this case, B-pillars are back together, but they have been stripped and marked where the seatbelt mount points are, checking for damage, rust, repairs.
So he's going to strip it for you now.
Damage and rust.
Do you do the A-pillars?
I do.
Yeah. Are you required to?
Not required to do the A-pillars.
Okay.
Although they're required to be checked.
Yeah.
And if you suspect something, then go further.
Yeah.
But it's not required to do an A-pillar.
Okay. And you're not required to check anything in the ceiling?
No.
Yeah.
No. Most vehicles have now they have 3-point in the rear, with the seatbelt hanging out of the rear.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, not required to
They
check.
still don't require you to check that anchor point. That's interesting.
It would be a major job to take the roof lining off to do that.
At least they're reasonable.
Within reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and here the seat belt is inside the seat. Then the seat mounts then become part of the structure because it carries a seat belt, not on the floor of the car, on the seat itself. So we have to check
the seat mounting.
From underneath. Most of it is checked. Damage, rust, that kind of stuff.
So in particular, something to look out for would be rust around seatbelt mounting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, any rust around the seatbelt mounting is going to weaken
that's
the
something that every
seatbelt
complier
mount
would.
point. So I'm looking for chassis rail damage, rust, repairs, strut tower, same thing. All of the structure that we can see inside there. Also, inside the bumpers have they carry a crash bar.
Are you gonna take the bumper off? Or?
No requirement to take the bumper off, unless we can see something that is suspect. So if that bar looks to be bent or pushed in,
then you're gonna move it.
Off. Otherwise, no.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, checking the engine for oil leaks, security, engine number, mandatory requirement.
You check for oil leak?
Yeah. Excessive oil leaks is a requirement.
Wow, first time I heard of that.
It has to be excessive. Things like power steering oil leaks is mandatory to be checked.
Fair enough.
Oil leaks on the engine, where it drops onto the exhaust, for
fire
instance.
hazard.
Something like this, where it has the heads and the rocker covers on the side, and underneath, directly underneath it is the exhaust, and it becomes a fire hazard. So, in particular, these things, but just in general.
So what do you check on the firewall?
Same thing, rust, damage, repairs.
And how do you go about checking it for marches or teeters or something like that?
from underneath. That's the only way you can do it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Not with a mirror or anything?
No, I haven't
From
been
the
checking.
underneath. Can you see it from underneath?
Yeah, you can see it from underneath. We just had one in here a little while ago where you could see, I could see all, but unless I suspect something that I can't
Yep.
see and can't determine once I'm here, like that estima,
Yeah.
going to be able to see everything that's there
Yeah.
once it's stripped out.
Yeah.
So
So you-
interior stripped out. Once it's in this condition,
Yeah.
we can see. We can go through and see.
Okay.
So doing the rear, I would check the outside seams,
Yeah.
inside seams, seatbelt mount, and I have to be able to see 150 mil around that seatbelt mount. So, you know, that's kind of that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, oh, I can't do that. Inside the pillar, with the trim off, you can see this seam, rust damage around this area, seatbelt mount points, through here. I mean, you can pretty well much see if there's any damage to the roof. Like the
You can
seatbelt
see
there,
it from here.
any damage to the roof, we're going to be able to see it
Yeah.
because they have to weld the whole roof through here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then you come back down here, all your seams, any damage through here, and it's very obvious if it's had an accident through here, all this is pushed back. Bumper doesn't fit,
Yeah.
trim doesn't fit properly, very easy to see. Any rust damage through here, other seams, factory seams, this one's a factory seam.
What's gonna happen? You know, many of those are the rusty here.
Rusty through there.
Yeah.
You can only see that and make a call on that.
Yeah. It's gonna be
How much it is.
Yeah.
This is a structural item,
Oh, okay.
okay? For obvious reasons, it holds the door. If there's any rust around there, repair search.
Okay.
This one, wheel bearing is gone. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Checking the bearing.
Yeah, the other one,
Yeah.
worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one goes, yeah, it goes clonk, clonk, clonk. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you put your hand up here. You put your hand up there.
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
so, yeah. Oh. Tread and sizes, damage to the rims, compliance, maybe Japan, that's fine. So, all tyres, just measure the rotor.
Hopefully, but
Rotor. Yeah.
Rotor.
Pad, just comes off.
The pad's off.
And brand off the pad.
Maker.
Full tires.
Check the inside of the front end mark for rust, damage and anything else that's missing.
sense.
Same thing. Okay. So, structure of the vehicle. Any rust, damage, or repairs. Take that down. Underneath.
For 12 days only, you'll save at least $1,200 on 12 of our very best Salad Lounge suites, like the stunning Lemon Lotus suite, and you'll pay nothing for 12 months.
Still part of the structure and seatbelt mount.
Yep.
Another seatbelt mount there.
Yep.
And then suspension and brake parts. Adjustable suspension needs low volume.
Yep.
Okay. Brake hoses and pipes. Same thing.
This suspension thing is no problem for the compliance, or?
Sorry?
This one's no problem for the compliance?
Yeah, problem for compliance because it's adjustable.
Yeah.
Manufactured non-adjustable, so have to have low volume certificate.
Yeah.
Specialist engineer. Well, it's not specialist engineer.
Like an engineer.
Like an
The
engineer.
engineer will come and check it, and it costs about $400.
Yeah.
And they'll give a plate, make it like another caution plate, and they'll put it on the body.
Just to let them know that that's what it's got in it, and it gives a measurement of the height.
Yeah.
And so that
So each time you take a warrant of fitness, when the warrant of fitness people see this, they'll check for the plate. If it doesn't have a plate, then fail. If it does have a plate,
So you have to replace it.
or get the
And every time it costs you
manufacturers.
to get
you
it.
only need one.
Yeah. Only one low volume, but remains on the car for the life of how long it stays there. Suspension and brake rotors and mounts. Your head.
Yeah.